So we're going to go ahead and replay some spotlights for the teams that are about to be in finals for everyone who is tuning in or has tuned in since we've shown them. We're going to show you those spotlights, and we're going to get down to grand finals.
How would I define Deadbeat? Well, I'll say that we're just a group of people who really enjoy playing against high-level competition, and that we're focused on our goal of improving and winning, but we can also have fun and relax at the same time. I feel that that's a great balance a team should have. We formed around 5 months ago with just the intent of being a pickup team for Japanese tournaments. We all had experience with other teams before forming Deadbeat. I never expected it to become an actual team, but as we played and practiced with each other, we just started to realize that if we stayed together, we could become a very strong team moving forward. Winning the U.S. Inkling Open would mean a lot to us, especially since there's plenty of teams who've been practicing and preparing for this tournament ever since it's been announced. We've practiced and prepared a decent amount, I would say, and it would just be great to have our time and effort put into this payoff. Not only that, but this is probably one of the largest tournaments I've ever seen in Western Splatoon, and for good reason. The winning team gets a trip to Los Angeles for E3, which I'm sure most people would agree is definitely a sick prize. It's likely one of the largest prizes I've ever seen in Western Splatoon, and I'm glad that the game, especially after 2 years since its release, has received this kind of attention. Being able to win the tournament and go on that paid trip to hang out with my teammates and just have a good time all around sounds amazing. I'm sure many teams would love to have the opportunity to play for that prize, and I'm just glad that we do. Why are we going to win? Well, we're going to win because not only are each of us strong individually, but we've also practiced and discussed strategy to turn our solid individual skill into great teamwork. I trust my team's decision-making ability and our ability to pick each other up whenever someone makes a mistake. We help each other out, really. Whether it be through communication, offering protection, or even painting walls and paths for each other. I feel we just constantly put a lot of pressure on the opposing team, which wears on their defense and offense, allowing us to establish map control as the game progresses.
So yeah, Deadbeat, the #1 seed for a reason. We saw they have not dropped a game in any of the ranked modes. The only game they dropped was back in the Turf War segment of today, way back to Dank & Co. So you saw there just how awesome Power is. You've seen all day how awesome Power is. I'm not really sure what more we can say about this team that hasn't been said already.
Yeah, I mean, I just double-checked and looked at the rest of the brackets. Deadbeats have the only game that they lost at all was that Turf War game. All in day one, they didn't lose any matches either. So clearly, we need to do something about Turf War now. But yeah, no, they only lost one game all day. They're going to grand finals, almost undefeated, except for a mode that, like, it could be understandable if they're going to lose one mode, it would be Turf War. You know what I mean? Like our community is not too well versed in that mode. And I'm kind of looking through the other side of the bracket, taking a good look at Deep Blues, and I don't know if Deep Blues has lost any matches, more than one. I'm assuming that they will. Maybe someone can double check that for me. But yeah, it's definitely really scary for Deep Blues right now. They do have a hyper offense squad. They are definitely been proving themselves. They're on an upward climb. I think that both of these teams started doing well at the same time. Deadbeat started doing well immediately, while Deep Blues have been slowly getting better. And I just realized that they both have the acronym DB. Yeah, yeah. So and I believe that there's another spotlight ready for Deep Blues now that we saw the Deadbeats one. So speaking of Deep Blues, why don't we go ahead and play that?
So Taylor can kill him. Yes. Nice, Taylor. Nice.
Got 3. Got 4.
Good shoes, man.
Top 5.
Deep Blues to me is more of a family than a team. When I first joined the competitive Splatoon scene, they made me feel like I was like welcome to the community. I've learned a lot from when I first joined. We were like always striving to become better, like learning from our mistakes and communicating with each other. We also try to help lower level teams get better, but like in the end, it's just trying to become the best that we can be. Winning this tournament is huge for us. Like I stated, Deep Blues are family to me, so it'd be awesome for us to finally meet up with each other. Since we'll be returning for the second Splatoon, it would save us the investment. It would also be nice to experience E3 for the first time ever, as well as getting to play Splatoon 2 early in the Exhibition tournament.
Oh, I knew he was there.
Around it ain't? No, please.
No, I didn't know he was there either until like just now.
No.
My team will win this event because we are not only prepared for this event, but we believe in each other. Our mentality is strong and we will not let up so easily. I believe that this is well deserved if we manage to win, considering all of our hard work and investment into the game.
So
right.
Deep Blues, you mentioned it earlier. Deep Blues, one of those teams that's been building up over time, and it's great to see a team that's, really kind of stayed static in their roster and then just built up over and over, just over time, gotten better. You've talked about it all day, the momentum they had when they won that Turf War only tournament, and it's awesome to see. I know they're the underdog in this, but they're also the 2 seed for a reason. So I'm very, very excited. Do you have any other thoughts on Deep Blues?
Well, I think it's worth noting that of all the spotlights that we've shown so far, both of these teams were the ones that were like, yeah, we're going to win. We're confident. You know what I mean? So after seeing those 2 spotlights, I know that most of them have been like just kind of like praise for like their teammates and like the community and stuff like that. But those 2 teams were obviously really confident, and they've both been tearing through this bracket. And I do agree that if Deep Blues wins, that they deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, it's well earned.
Yeah.
I think that being Deep Blues scrim partners for a long time, when I was on the recently disbanded Strange Approach team, I think that when they're on fire, they are on absolutely on fire. And when they're not doing well, they kind of crumble. I haven't seen any evidence of them crumbling. I think that them fighting Deadbeats is going to be the test of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, I think that this is going to be a test of more their mental fortitude as opposed to their skill. I think that they're definitely skilled enough to do this, and I think that the next step is to make sure that they don't, if they really are this deeply focused, if they're not going to lose focus when under immense pressure, because this is probably going to be one of the harder matches they've played.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Deep Blues is, Deadbeats is a full roster, a well-established squad. We talked about how a lot of teams had to make pickups or have to have some people sub in because their young or foreign member couldn't sign up. This is not the case with Deadbeats. You're not fighting Deadbeats with a couple subs and they just still have the same name. No, you are fighting the team in the West that has been destroying everything. So that's very, very scary. But if you can keep the focus, if you can keep the medal, if you can just play to win, you know what I mean? Just really find it deep down and
eliminate the outside factors.
Exactly. Yeah. If you can find that kind of mental strength, that's what it's about. So
I can't wait to see it.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to
go
see
into
it. Yeah. And one thing that I do want to say before we start here is I just want to kind of go back over what the prizes are. Because this is sweet. So second prize here, so the loser of this set will get a copy of Splatoon 2, and this is every member of the team. They'll get a nice hat, and they'll get a Jack-specific Inkling Boy figure. I'm pretty sure that's a limited edition type of deal. At the very least, I haven't heard of it before this event. But the grand prize that everyone's looking for is E3, trips to E3, fully paid. That includes the LAN tournament that's there, early Splatoon 2 access. I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime type of deal. They'll also get copies of Splatoon 2. They'll get the hat. They'll get the Jack-specific Inkling Boy figure. Huge stuff. But I absolutely agree with what you're saying. Deep Blues just has to know that they have the skill to do this. Deadbeats, for every accolade that they have, they're still human. They still make mistakes, and they can still be beaten. And that's exactly what Deep Blues needs to think going into this. So, in chat, if you want Deep Blues to win, post that you want Deep Blues to win. if you want Deadbeats to win, just let us know. Get hype, chat. This is Grand Finals of the U.S. Inkling Open.
All right, so if you want Deadbeats to win, type DB in chat. If you want Deep Blues to win, type DB in chat. All right, go. All right, let's go ahead and get a time check. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27,
I'm
26,
at 28,
25,
26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Awesome.
Awesome. All right, we are synced. This is it. Grand Finals locking in. Game 1, Port Mackerel. It looks like Power is going to go with the Bento Splatter Scope, and this is something that I don't think we saw Power use this. I think we saw Resbit use it. It is a bit of a niche sniper, but on the maps where it's good, it's very good. It's a sniper with a wall, and one might think that like a sniper with a wall is ridiculously good all the time, right? Because it's got a wall, and it's a sniper. So it can get long-range kills and stuff all the time, and when someone gets close, you use your wall. But it doesn't really work out that way. Sometimes it has some problems being in the neutral when situations aren't perfect for it, and it gains meter really slow compared to E-Leader, and the special presence of this weapon is kind of low compared to some other weapons. That being said, the maps where it's good, it's great, and this is one of the maps where it's really good. Port Mackerel used the wall to block off these lanes. The sniper has the perfect range, unlike a lot of other maps where E-Leader just kind of outranges you. The range factor doesn't really come into play, so it's a very nice choice for this map. And as we get started, Power is going to get a kill, a teammate's going to get a kill. We evened up a kill situation there, and now the Rainmaker is going to start pushing.
Yeah, we saw so many wall I think both teams are using 2 wall weapons. I know I saw a 5-2 Gal and a Cherry on the other side, but getting into the match here, we're going to see this big push again. They're so close, and once again, this might be a knockout right off the very get. Tim going to be pushing you. The wall going to come out.
Wall goes up.
And that's it. Wow.
All right. Well, I mean,
what do we?
Rainmaker is swingy, and Deadbeats is a really strong team. I don't really know what to say. I don't think that Deep Blues even had a chance to lose focus.
So yeah, early pushes are good. Early pushes that win are better. So game 2, Blackbelly Skatepark, another map where you can lose instantly like that. That was. I mean, I wish we could have seen it. Power was scooted back just a little bit. I think, they just got a couple kills, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. Power put up that wall to protect one side, and they just weren't able to get the shots on the Rainmaker. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what an early push will do. We talked so much about the early, just getting it and just getting that quick pop and that quick push as the news comes in. Oh.
Yeah, so, well, apparently it's been confirmed that we can skip this in Splatoon 2, but
thank goodness.
The lobby had to get remade, and when they went to remake the lobby, the news started, so I can read it for you. No, I can't. He's probably going to mache through it, but we're going to get the next game back up really quick. I guess we could talk about Blackbelly Rainmaker. I think that Bento is actually a good choice on Blackbelly Rainmaker as well as Port Mackerel, which we just saw. So even though the sniper that Power was just using is a bit of a rare choice, I expect him to use it again in this next match.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool coincidence that a more rare weapon choice is getting used twice in a row. I don't know. I'd say there's probably about 4 maps in this game where you really want to use Bento in that way, and there's just 2 of them happen to be here. Let me take a look at the other maps that are in Grand Finals. Just double check.
Yeah, so we have Port Mackerel, Blackbelly, Walleye Warehouse, Kelp Dome, and Bluefin Depot. We didn't get to see Bluefin last set.
Right. But we could potentially see the choice of Bento on Kelp Dome. I think that actually Kelp Splatter Scope, not ironically, is a good choice, is kind of the favorite choice on Kelp Dome. That or Vanilla. Kelp Dome... On Kelp Dome, the Sprinkler and Whale for Rainmaker is really good, and just Bomb Rush is just super good on Kelp because you can be top mid and stuff and Bomb Rush into the enemy base and your teammates just run in for free with the Rainmaker. So it's really nice stuff. Bomb Rush in general from top mid is really good on Kelp Dome Rainmaker. But it's if we get there at the current pace things are going.
Something's going to have to change real quick. Honestly, if you're Deep Blues, you just forget that game happened. There's
Yeah.
really not even anything you can take from a game like that. I mean, the obvious thing is, hey, let's not all get wiped once at the start of the match.
Yeah,
You know, not really anything.
it's hard to analyze a match like that just ends so fast because there's nothing to analyze. I saw the KDs and I saw that 2 members went 0-2, 1 member went 1-2, and 1 member went 1-1. So whatever they did in their opening to get themselves wiped, and then I guess not actually stay alive afterwards.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
It is.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. But this is going to be a map where if Deep Blues wants to get momentum, this is definitely a map to do so.
Yeah, I was about to say, if there's a map to get the bounce back for Deep Blues, where aggression is such a big deal, it's this close quarters
range
map. Yeah, close range where they can press their advantages, and maybe get get a real quick pop in, get a little push there, and
bring in Day. Interesting.
Oh, they're bringing in the sniper. That's interesting. But yeah, just seeing if they get that quick pop, if they get that quick push, they might be able to kind of push that aggressive stealth jump, quick respawn thing that you were talking about. Although we aren't going to see stealth jump, I don't think, because it is Blackbelly Rainmaker. But
yeah,
I think they've got to make a statement here.
To clarify that for stream, I just want to say that the reason that you don't want to really necessarily wear stealth jump on Blackbelly is because the quick respawn stealth jump strategy is to get you back to the map quickly and safely. Blackbelly is such a small map that by the time you go through the stealth jump process, you are better off just moving there normally. The map's just so small that you don't really need to do that. But yeah, that all being said, I wonder if he's actually going to go bento or regular spider scope. Power's kind of moving his reticle around on all the spider scopes. He doesn't really seem to know which one he wants to choose. Maybe bento, maybe kelp, maybe regular spider scope. Okay, it looks like regular spider scope. I can agree with regular spider scope. While you don't have the wall to kind of make yourself a presence when you're not in the best position, when you are in position, and again, Splatoon judges you based off of your best push and not your overall performance.
Right.
During that best push, a bomb rush going off and just completely making it impossible for the enemy to do something about your teammates pushing is really good. So we'll see how it goes. And at the risk of the game ending by the time we're done counting, I do want to do a real quick timing check because I saw there might have been some skips on stream. So just to double check, I'll count down the beginning. You guys move, tell me if we're good. 5, 59, 58, 57, 56, 5, 4. Okay, we're
All right, we're good.
cool.
So we did see a pretty quick pop there. I think every team just kind of threw whatever grenades they happened to have there. As we're going to see already a little bit of pressure here coming on Power. No, actually a lot of pressure. 2 different things.
Yeah,
All the way to top.
Teammates.
Whoa!
Not really sure that number 1, but Power has to make sure that the Rainmaker doesn't put the shot too far neglected to the right here, as this member is going to get Power. Oh no, he gets the
and that was, big stuff there, but you can already see they push Day up onto that top center tower here. If there's one spot that it's like, if you want to make like an offensive push, you're going to go ahead, you're going to need to have a sniper up there, because it's really the only spot that they can assist an offensive push from, like conventional.
It's a very good spot to get from. Tower going to go ahead and use Bomb Rush right now. Going to guarantee that the Rainmaker can't push forward. Use it to maybe clear up the right side. Maybe there's an enemy over there, maybe not. Deadbeat's kind of pushed back right now, but it's okay. Things aren't looking too grim yet, and once Deadbeats is able to push out of the situation, they should be in good shape. But is that I'm gonna get a kill? No, maybe. I think the Rainmaker's shield actually stole it. Alright, 3v4 situation right now. Deep putting on so much pressure. Power getting his signature tap shots. Yep. Very difficult to do, guys. It looks easy, but it's not. There's no aim assist in this game anyway, but the hitboxes when you tap shot are like needle thin, and you have to be dead on to be able to get them. And you get lower movement, and the shots move slower through the air. This is very difficult, but Power makes it look like it's easy.
And although there's a lot of pressure coming here, Deep Blues is kind of doing what we thought they would with all these pushes and continue coming in. It's really not netting them a whole lot. 48-0 on this map.
Oh yeah, no, 48 is we touched the objective,
basically. And now we're going to see they're trying to move it up here middle. If they can get another kill, we do see a crack. I'm going to take out the Rainmaker there. Going to wait out the bomb there.
Power, moving, but there's all kinds of stuff going on. Power's going to die. His teammate's going to die. 2v3 situation, not too bad. Oh no, Stealth Jump gonna get punished, and it's a 1v2 situation now. I suppose there was a trade, as Deadbeat ends up picking up the Rainmaker somehow. I'm not exactly sure how that worked out, but it did work out for them. And Power's gonna go here and watch left. Really good position for Splatterscope here. Being able to throw bombs down that half-pipe area, being able to watch center of the map is really good. Power gonna move out of that position though, because the Rainmaker, the objective is being moved to the right.
Yeah, Target gonna go ahead and move right back up to here, into that central spot right here. He does have Bomb Rush ready. Let's see if it can come into play here. The Rainmaker gonna stay down. Yep, here it is, Gonna get that really quick pop. Here comes some more bombs. So they'll be able to take the lead here. Okay, 34 still not huge for this map. Bomb Rush now spent. Power's gonna have to back off.
Yeah. Oh, Donkey Kong, but Enad, he has some vertical ability to fire with that bucket, so don't stop moving. Maybe help out some teammates here. I don't know where Enad is with that slasher, but Tenatech gonna take him out. 1v4 situation here. This is pretty scary. I expect Deadbeats to be in some kind of defensive position by the time the Rainmaker does get pushed, but it does put an end to their pressure, which could be the start of Deep Blue's pressure.
And you see the Rainmaker really hasn't moved there. They're gonna have to be careful. They are able to get the pop here. It's so scary when the Rainmaker is in that position because you can just continue pushing it, as we're seeing right now. Only a couple points, but that also resets the shield. And as long as Deadbeats is fine. If they don't get the win here, they're fine just continually pushing it there and resetting the times. There's just barely under 90 seconds left to play.
Yeah, and as long as they keep up safe pressure, they're in decent shape. Again, it is Blackbelly Rainmaker, so nothing's really set in stone, but I'm convinced so far.
Yeah, convinced so far. They're just not making a whole lot of mistakes at the moment. That's really what this map is. It's it's snowball. It moves quick and it can snowball, but at the same time, a mistake has to be made to start the snowball, and Power just waiting, not giving up the position. Tim gonna go ahead and just melt whoever was right in front of him. All right, so let's see what they
attempt at a sniper flank is thwarted by a trade. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Power getting marked while he's in kind of a flanking position with a sniper, so he did kind of get punished for that, but this is what it is, I suppose. As Deep Blues does pick up the Rainmaker, they do have a slight numbers advantage. The Kraken gets popped early, it seems. Rainmaker unable to get to top mid. Power not pushed back too far. This is kind of a neutral situation. 3v2, Rainmaker gets killed. Okay.
Right now, it's just 14 seconds. God,
they're just gonna run it somewhere where
they're just gonna run it. They're just gonna continue melting it, and
make sure it doesn't get popped and there's no overtime.
Yeah, there's no overtime here. I don't really think with Bomb Rush here too. This is going to be it.
Oh, it does get popped, so they do technically have to pick it up to not lose,
okay,
to not split overtime. Yeah, there we go. Tim's gonna pick that up.
Yep, Tim's gonna pick that up, and just the pressure. The Rainmaker was almost always in a somewhat threatening position for Deep Blues there. And by threatening, I mean like threatening against them. And it's difficult when that happens because that means you have to devote equal resources to whatever the opponent's putting there. Otherwise, they're just gonna grab it and run it, and on Blackbelly, that means you lose. So you can't really get a counter push started. I mean, you have to if you want to win, but it's a very, very difficult prospect. And so you just kind of saw that right there. So much of the match was played in that disadvantaged state for Deep Blues.
All right, and it's the tournament. Deep Blues tournament life is on the line. Rainmaker, Walleye. I guess I kind of have to say it before the tournament's over that it's Painmaker on Walleye Fairhouse, but
Walleye Fairhouse.
That's a dead meme. But I think that we're going to see Power switch to E-Leader, which is pretty fun because his E-Leader is pretty entertaining to watch, especially if he goes vanilla E-Leader. I don't know if he's feeling Kelp. He has his hand over Kelp. Maybe he likes the fact that Whale can get those Rainmaker pops very often with the light depletion. Kelp, Splatterscope, in fact, not really that recommended of a weapon by me in particular, just because I think that the Heavy Splatling Remix is better. Heavy Splatling Remix has the same kit as the Kelp Splatterscope. They both have a Sprinkler and a Killer Whale, but the Remix has similar combat potential if you're really good with Heavy, but it gets meter way more. It's one of the best painting weapons in the game. But Power is really good with a sniper, and I don't think that that's befitting of him. He's going to go ahead and pick Kelp and potentially end the tournament with it.
Yeah, this is it. Like you said, it's the tournament life. So everybody in chat get hyped. This could be the very last game. So we're going to see the snipers both just kind of firing there. Not a lot of presence in the middle at the moment, though I expect that to change very quickly. And you see Tim off alone there on the right. One squid goes down. Okay.
I didn't see if Tim was using a wall weapon. No, it looks like he's using a Tenatech. Inkzuka gonna go down. Rainmaker not quite being picked up yet. Maybe Deadbeat doesn't feel that this is an appropriate time to push. No, it's not an appropriate time to push. 2 members go down. Bubble goes off. Power gonna back up. He's going to go ahead and wail. Probably gonna get punished right here. Oh, there's all kinds of death moving out.
Holy! He died 6 times.
And Deep Blue's a strong start. They did have a strong start in the Blackbelly game. This actually did not turn out to be as strong of a start. The push is going to be stopped and another member's going to go down. This is going to be a 4v2 situation. Members still spawning. Power going to go ahead and pick up this Rainmaker and make a left side push.
Yeah, we saw the left side push in the last set that we saw where this map was played. We saw a left side push go well for one of the teams and not so well for one of the other teams. So as we do see a bubble come out here now, should open things up. Power's going to take this opportunity to push. Tim going to be here too. Tim goes down.
It's going to be a cherry. Yep.
And see, there you go. Like, you can end up right by that little ramp you were talking about and get it to 12 very quickly, or you can get stuck right there like that and only get it to 17.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a strange situation. I just want to mention a curious choice by Enad to use Vanilla Slasher in this game mode. I almost would certainly expect him to use Slasher Deco. Maybe he's just completely dropped Slasher Deco because he thinks Vanilla's a higher tier, but I think for this game mode in particular, Slasher Deco with the light depletion, well-painting Kraken, and Wall is just really good in this game mode. But I don't know, he's there and I'm not. As we go into almost the halfway minute mark of this game.
Yeah, still not a... I mean, it's just kind of been trading back and forth right now. I think Tim took out both of them down there. Yeah, 3 going down. This is going to be their chance to push. They're going to go right, left. Here it comes. Maybe.
Well,
is he going to wait until they lose it? Okay, now it is. Yep.
Makes sense.
Wailing,
but unfortunately not gonna work out for him. Teammates are gonna die. Yeah, he'll be able to get another whale back soon. He's already almost halfway there. The enemy gonna pick up the Rainmaker. He's gonna throw up a Sprinkler. By the time he needs that whale again, he's gonna have it. That is the power of Sprinkler Whale as a kit. And honestly, that's the power of Heavy Remix and other modes as well. Because in Heavy Remix, you don't need it to be Rainmaker to get that kind of meter gain from the Rainmaker pop and all that stuff. The Heavy Remix just paints so well. Something to keep in mind maybe if you end up considering those weapons. Remix is good, but neutral situation 3v3. This is still, it's not a low-scoring game. 38 isn't the biggest lead ever, though, and if Deadbeats gets too defensive and too complacent with their lead, they could end up losing it. Although I fully expect that they know this and are planning a push soon. But it is a 2v4 situation, and hopefully they don't get pushed on too hard when they don't have members up like this.
Yeah, and right now Power's just kind of, Power hasn't really had to push into a situation, just kind of staying back here. But, oh, great shot there. But, I mean, really, the story of this game hasn't really even been Power. It's just kind of been back and forth in terms of, like, that neutral play. There just haven't been a whole lot of big pushes. I think this is really only the 3rd or 4th push that we've seen at this point in the game. And do they know he's there?
Is Power just going to tap shot this night? Oh, what the heck is it? Oh, that was a beacon. Oh, no, and a flank.
Oh, that was great. I don't even know if it's a flank, but the Rainmaker could advance by itself.
12 points? No,
still?
19.
Okay,
not
19.
the craziest thing ever, but it's still good. Use the Sprinkler, just touch the wall. They're not even going to touch the wall, they're just going to try to end it now.
And they managed to get up there. Tim not going to be able to get up at 5. This is looking dangerous. They haven't even made it in...
Nice tap shot.
No, Power.
Power, you monster. Oh, he gets killed, though, by
Power's going to back up.
Taylor. Yeah.
They're going to get another chance right now. Taylor has to take out... I think Taylor won that exchange. Taylor's going to have to get as much mid as they can right now. They've got to start something. But they've got to start doing it here in the mid. This whole game, once again, has just kind of been played in a disadvantaged state for them. And with only 45 seconds left, things aren't looking good.
Yeah, also worth noting that Taylor's wearing a lot more damage than he has in the past because Tim, as a Tenatech, is notorious for using defense builds. Back in the day, before gear was as easily accessible to us as it is now, he got some of those really good defense damage sets, etc. early on, and he still just kind of uses that defense playstyle while mixing it with like kind of the current meta, and it works out for him, so Taylor is going to be running that damage to counter that. Just wanted to mention that as we go to the last 18 seconds of the game. What does Deep Blues have to do? They have to get a wipe. They just have people die. The bubble just got used early. This is... I don't see this happening for Deep Blues. I believe this is tournament. Here
goes Whale.
Yeah.
That's going to cover it. You see the booyahs coming out. They know they're going to E3. Congratulations to Deadbeats, the champions of the U.S. Inkling Open. Great stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Just...
domination.
Wow. Yeah, You know what? I don't use this word often, but that was excellence. I think that
Yes.
Deadbeats played excellently. I feel that this is very representative of how they've been playing in general, not only in American tournaments or not even North American tournaments, just tournaments in general. They've had really good placements, very impressive placements near the top in Japanese tournaments and stuff, and they were really good, and they were the team to beat, and they weren't beat, and now they're gonna go to E3.
Yeah, going to just across all the different modes, losing one game. Like let's put that into perspective here. Against these, against all the teams that came at them in all the different modes, they lost one game, and that was in Turf War. In the actual ranked modes, they didn't lose a game, and I'd have to double check the VODs. It's been a minute, but I'm not even sure that any of them were that close. I mean, it's just like you said, excellence. This is if you're watching for the first time, but you want to see a top level team, this is Deadbeats is the team. They got 5th place at Inkstorm 5, which was an incredible placing, given all the competition that was there. Just awesome. Like this is a team.
If we wanted to list all like the random Saturday night tournaments that they won, we wouldn't be able to fit on the screen.
Yeah, so,
you couldn't. Yeah.